when I go to big cities, everybody stop, and it's like, wow, Mike Tyson. You're Mike Tyson, aren't you? Aren't you that young knockout kid?
What does it take for a real knockout puncher to get the job done?
Well, there's a certain kind of knockout punches. There's something, being a big man really doesn't matter. It has no significance in knocking out someone. The main point is the quickness and what you throw the punches and the leverage is what you have in the shoulder snap. And the object of really knocking out an individual is throwing a punch where he can't see. And when there's combination punches, and when you throw punches and you keep his mind preoccupied with the body punches, and the other two punches that come to the head are the knockout punches. And then again, there's one punch knockout punches, which they throw one punch to the body, boom, boom, and then the other punch to the head, which again, the opponent's mind is so preoccupied on the one punch, which rattles him just a little bit, and then that's when the other punch comes in.
Living upper middle class life, I'm in my white world. And then Cuss tells me about my mother's situation with the cancer, and I don't understand it. And so I go down, I go to the hospital, and I see my mother. I had no idea. I've seen movies. I've never saw anyone sick with cancer, so I expect to see, wow, I love you, but I'm a goner now, Johnny. I'm used to seeing movies. I'm actually to go in there and witness my mother stricken with this illness. It was overwhelming. Oh man, the sunken eyes, the skeleton-like head with the skin tightly around the cranium. It was whoa, man, it was mind-boggling. So and she was briefly naked. You could see her breast, and I didn't understand. I just didn't understand that the whole scenario there was. I covered up, I kissed her, I never returned, but I kept telling my sister, I'm going there every day. I've been going every day, but I was out getting high and drinking every night because that that took me for, man, I smoked Angel. I really did, man, cocaine. Man, I must have been 15. I blew my mind. So one day, my sister came home, and I guess I was slept because I was hungover and everything, so I was sleeping. I was in my underwear and I was walking, I guess, to open the door for her. And as soon as I open the door, she punches me right in my face. Boom! And she said, why you didn't tell me Mommy was dead? And I said, oh. And I didn't want to get killed right there, so I said, I didn't want to hurt you. I couldn't tell you. I went there, but I never went. And, I don't know. I couldn't even go down and witness the body, but my cousin Eric went with her. It was wild. I ain't never want to do that boy. I'm not into that. So, that was just, it was interesting. That was just interesting in my life. That was just a turning point. That was what happened. That poor I was gonna be famous and rich. As time was going on, this guy he kept saying these great things about us. So this guy, I didn't know if this guy was queer. He just kept saying great things. Man, he said, man, you're a great fighter. He just kept saying, you're the greatest. You do splendid. You look great. You're looking better. He just kept giving me compliments about everything I did. So what's the wrong with this guy? I never had the slightest idea. He was just building up my confidence. But as time went on, I understood what he was doing. As I became an adult, I understood he was building up my confidence. And we started fighting. I had my first amateur fight, and I was so scared of my first amateur fight. I went downstairs and said, I'm going to go to the store. It was in the Bronx, New York. I said, I'm going to the store to my training. I went downstairs, and I said, man, I should get on this train and just never come back. I wanted to get on the train and just leave. I was so scared. I didn't want to fight anybody. It's just such a different dynamic than fighting somebody in the ring than it is fighting somebody in the street. And I never thought I could fight somebody. Even after all the training, I was, it's totally intimidated fighting somebody in the ring. But I put myself together with the discipline I learned from Cuss, and I went in the ring and I scored a third-round knockout. After the first, it was too nerve-wracking fighting, I thought at first. So I didn't really want to fight, really. So I was staying at Cuss' house. I come from a really poverty-stricken area, and when I came to live with Cus, they live in a 14-room Victorian mansion. And I first come here, I said, wow, I could rob these white guys, these white motherfuckers. They ain't hip. Not thinking, I'm not knowing this guy been around the world a bunch of times. I never knew he was like me. He was from a bad neighborhood. He was a street kid like me. And then one day he used to just say, listen, you have the chance to change your life, your family's life. You could be something very special. Don't you want to be champion? You could be champion of the world. And I didn't pay no attention to it. He said, really? You could be champion of the world. You could devastate the world. No man can take what you do. You just got to believe it. I looked at this guy, and then I started thinking. I said, you really? I said, this guy's really crazy. That's what I said, this guy's crazy. He said, you do what I tell you to do, and if it doesn't work, then you could leave. So I said, okay, bet. So I did everything he told me to do, and I won. I turned my whole life over to boxing. I turned into a complete animal. I turned into a disciplinarian. This guy had me clean my room. He had me this guy brainwashing me so much that if he told me to bite, I bite. If he told me anything, I was like his dog. He broke me down. He broke me down and rebuilt me. If I have any anger, if it's directed at anyone, it's directed at myself. Because I am disappointed with myself. Because of things I should have known better, things I should have accomplished in my life, and things that I've done that I know was wrong towards the people I love most. In the past, when alcohol and drugs had got a hold of me, I was totally disrespectful. I was totally out of control. I had no respect for anybody. I had no respect for myself. I didn't care about people who loved me. I almost didn't care about my children. That's the only thing that kept me straight and made me just decided, yes, Mike, you have to check in. I became an addict out of depression, and I had to eventually go to this program because it left a great sting in my heart and a big emptiness. I had all these things in life, but none of them fulfilled that big hole that I had in my life. You know, nothing fulfilled that. So I noticed if I could have all that and it hasn't fulfilled that hole I have, it's not going to do it. So it has to be something else that I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm going to do, but, you know, it's something I'm dealing with. That's why coming to this program, I think, was the best thing that ever happened to me. I just want to see my kids get married and graduate from school. I want to see a grandchild. I want to see Mike Tyson with a grandchild. I wonder what that's going to be like. I want to stay out here. I want to see my kids grow. I want to be a better person in life. I don't like the person who I become. I'm an insane individual. I put all those drugs in my system. I do not want to do that any longer. And I just want to be a decent human being, which I know I can be. I just feel good about myself now. I just have a better outlook on life, and I just want to make everything better. And I can't make up for the past, of course, but I just want to have a healthy future. I'm just interested in my health more than anything now. What I've done in the past is a history, and what I'm going to do in the future is a mystery.
Nobody's gifted. If you was gifted, wow, man, you'd be somebody very special. You'd be a rare person. But you're not gifted. You're never born that way. Some people say they're born that way. They're not born that way. From where I came from, I'm not supposed to even have made it. I'm not supposed to even be living. That's what discipline is. Discipline is going in and doing something that you don't want to do, but you do it like you love it. No one wants to get up at 4 and run when it's pitch dark. It has to be done. And the only reason I do it so early is because I believe that the other guy isn't doing it, and that it gives me a little edge. I always remember what people did to me, and I didn't want to get them back physically and hurt them, but I always wanted to laugh in their face, look at them in their eye, and say, remember what you said? I would never do it. I was too small. I was too short. I was too young. I'd never do it at that age. And I always like to look at them in the face and see, can they face me? The way people portray me in the press, those guys, if they had the nerve, they'd be just like me. They're superstars, and regardless of their fields, they want to be able to say, you know what I mean, the white man's kicking my ass, you know what I mean? But they don't got the guts, you know what I mean? The reason they don't got the guts is because their minds have been suppressed. I don't know about him or anybody else. If he has no kind of relationship with Allah or anything, I feel nothing. You know what I mean? Him, gun, mafia, whoever, I don't feel nobody. I really want to show him right now, but we have a couple of days to wait. Nobody. Or no one, or anything. With a knife or gun or anything.
If? What if what?
What if you lose?
I don't even see, I can't, my consciousness don't even elevate that thought.
Therefore, if it happens, you'd be distraught, crazed, what?
It's not my nature to allow that to happen. But I just don't even concentrate on that.
So you don't think the negative?
No, the negative, you always have doubt. You know, there's always a doubt. And the doubt that you have allows you to perform at a higher level. There's always doubt. You know, I have doubt and I have insecurities about things. But those are doubts and insecurities in general just push me to that extra level.
It all comes down to dedication and consistency. They have to want it.
And I've seen guys like the guys who are on death row. They got off death row. They got a life sentence. They stayed in the law library. They found loopholes. They got out. You know what I mean? As long as you have life, you have a chance, man. Never give up. Never kill yourself or go through this. Man, I've seen people do awful things, you know, when they get long sentences. Man, you never give up, man. We're meant to win, man. We're not meant to be defeated human beings. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of anything. There's nothing that I'm afraid of, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm the individual that I am. I'm the best. I'm not a textbook fighter or jab right hand. I fight to win. I do everything to win. My objective is to win, totally to win. You know what I mean? Everybody else says, this is what we do. We do this, the jabs are right. I win. I fight to win.
Yeah. I don't know when I was out, and I didn't know I was out, and I was picking up my mouthpiece and stuff. It's what a fight, regardless. This is the game where guys get knocked out 3 times, 4 times, then come back and become champions. It's all about the perseverance, you know what I mean? And that's the whole thing about this sport. That's the nobility in this sport anyway, isn't it? The struggle and coming back from unseeable odds. Isn't that what this sport is truly all about? Really? You never lose until you actually give up. When I think about the idea of I might fight, that makes me feel young. I feel exuberant. I feel excited. I feel determination. I feel a yielding power. I want to succeed. But
it's one of the books that's on your night table, and the book is called The Maverick Mindset. And it says, the subtext, the journey from fear to freedom. Why is that book appealing to you?
It's just overcoming situations that you believe that were unable to be overcome. That's how I take it. People have so many different variations that you can take it, but I always see it as something that that you never, a boundary which you never cross because of that fear factor. And by overcoming your fear, just by crossing it and conquering it, and not just necessarily conquering it, because normally it's inconceivable, most of the things that we fear. And that we never really conquer it. Like God is inconceivable. We don't see him, but we believe in it. And just by crossing the barrier is a form of freedom. When I come out, I have supreme confidence, but I'm scared to death. I'm totally afraid. I'm afraid of everything. I'm afraid of losing. I'm afraid of being humiliated. But I'm totally confident. The closer I get to the ring, the more confidence I get. The closer, more confidence I get. The closer, more confidence I get. All during my training, I've been afraid of this man. I thought this man might be capable of beating me. I've dreamed of him beating me, but I always stayed afraid of him. But as closer I get to the ring, I'm more confident. Once I'm in the ring, I'm a god. No one could beat me.